Okay. So have the blanket or the towel or the pillow to rest our head to protect our necks, and have your block handy. We're going to begin from lying down our backs. So make sure that your spine is nice and long. You have your knees bent with the feet wide as your hips and the chin slightly into the chest. Have your arms open in a T position with the palms facing up. Make any adjustment you need to between your shoulder blades and draw the chin slightly into your chest to find more lengthening on the back of your neck. And just eyes closed. We're going to take a moment here, feeling the breath, the inhales and the exhales. You can just breathe naturally, or you can begin to lengthen the breath, allowing the inhales and the exhales to become longer and deeper. And you do this inhale and exhale deeper very slowly, not forcing the breath, like a nice gentle rhythm. When you finish the inhale, the exhale comes right after. When you finish the exhale, the inhale comes after the exhale, and you just keep floating the breath like this. And slowly rock your head gently from side to side. Return the head back through center. Now walk your feet wide as your mat. And let's do some windshield wiper movement. Now moving the hip joints. And if you like, you can move again the head. Moving slowly from side to side. And let's return back to center. Hug the thighs into the chest to stretch your lower back. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale it out. Now move the thighs away from your chest, both hands in each knees. Big toes touching, and let's open the knees out and in with inhale. Exhale, open, inhale, close. And just move the hip joints slowly here. Relaxing the inner thighs, the groin, the pelvis, the pelvic floor. Then bring both knees and thighs together, like make a circle in one direction. So it's kind of like sweet, gentle massage for your lumbar spine, for your lower back. And going to the opposite direction. And then slowly return back to center, placing the feet wide as your hips, chin into the chest, and let's come into a gentle bridge. So slowly pick up the pelvis and the hips and exhale, lower it down. You don't have to go super high. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, lift and lower, up, down, up, down, up, and down. And then hug yourself again. Bring the thighs into the chest. stretching your lumbar spine here. And then holding from both hamstrings with the hands, we're going to extend the legs up to the sky, flex and release. So moving the knee joints now into flexion and extension. Same time, gently, we're starting to stretch the hamstrings, the back line of both legs, linking the breath with the movement. Still warming up the body. And then lower the feet down wide as your hips again. Place both hands to the back of the head, elbows out, lift the head off the mat and chin into the chest. Holding position, but have that support with both hands. And just stretch the muscles of the back of your neck. And exhale, slowly place the head down towards the floor. Arms in T. And again, rock your head gently from side to side. Return the head back through center, arms down by your side. And again, extend the legs up to the sky, flex the feet, and we're going to open wider than the hips, open and close those legs. Just moving the hip joints again, but as we have the legs straight, we are again stretching the back line of both legs. And then close and then rotate these ankles in one direction. Going into the opposite direction. And then slowly bend the knees and then roll to one side. Let's come to a seated position. So have your blanket or your towel to sit comfortably. Remember to modify the seated position if you need to sit on your block to elevate your hips a little bit more, or if you need to extend your legs in front of you because today your knees are not very happy maybe with bending the knees in this position, you always can modify your seated position. Bring the arms out to the side in a T and exhale, hug yourself, flex the elbows and touch your shoulder blades if you can. And inhale, open and guide those shoulders back. And then cross the arms again and hug yourself. And arms are opening and closing and opening and closing. One more. And closing. And then undo the crossing, release the hands down towards the floor, bring the shoulders up, back and down, shoulders up, down, forward and back. And just keep rotating in both directions at your own rhythm. Moving the shoulders. And then slowly release down. Hands to your thighs and knees, elbows in, cat-cow from seated position. So we arch the spine, open the throat. The chin goes in, exhale all the way out through the nose, elbows out, and belly in, chin in. And rocking forward into the cow, rounding the spine into the cat. And just keep moving at your own rhythm. Sun mobilization of the spine. Shoulder blades, rib cage moving along. And then slowly release. Let's twist to the right. Lower your left hand down to your right knee, right hand behind you. Look over to your right shoulder. Inhale, chin to the left. Stay in position. Exhale, chin goes to the right. Inhale, chin to the left shoulder. Exhale, chin to the right. At your own rhythm, keep moving the neck, right to left, left to right. One more. Bring the head back through center. Keep your left hand down to your right knee. Right arm goes out to the side. Flex the elbows and move the spine to the left. And bring the chin towards your left shoulder. At the same time, you are opening the right elbow back so you have that nice lateral stretch on those muscles on the right side of your torso. Keep the breath flowing. Right hip stays down. Take a nice inhale. Return the head back through center. Cross the right arm over your left arm. Flex the elbows and the crown of the head is going towards the floor. So stretch the back of your neck. Use your breath. And then slowly lift the head, lift the chest. Right hand stays on your left knee. Undo and twist to the left. Look over to your left shoulder. Keep the spine nice and long. Holding position. Inhale. The head goes to the right. Inhale, the head goes to the left. Exhale, chin to your right shoulder. Inhale, lift the chin to the left. And keep moving right to left, left to right. Holding the spine in the twist. And return the head back through center. And keep your right hand to your left knee. Left arm goes out, up. Flex the elbows and move the spine to the right. So chin goes to the right shoulder and the left elbow opens more. As you keep your left hip down, you can feel the stretch in the left side of the torso now. Watch your breath. And gently return back through center. Cross your left arm over your right arm. Flex the elbows, crown of the head towards the floor. And just breathe here. And inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and do the crossing of the arms. Open the chest, release the hands down towards the floor, shoulders up to the ears, and side out, release. Up. One more. Hands to your thighs, rotating the head in one direction. And going to the opposite direction. And the head returns back to neutral position. Take a moment, hands to the heart, back to the breath. And lower the hands down, and extending the legs into the front, Have some space in between your feet because we're going to bring the toes in and out. So some rotation from the hip joints. So your ankles, your knees, everything is coming with the movement, but it's originated from your hip joint. So make sure that you feel that. Flex the knee and windshield wiper. And have the sole of the feet together and just have some room between your heels and your pelvic floor. Holding from the top of the feet, take a nice inhale, shoulders back and down, and then the chin goes to the chest. Just keep the spine right as much as you can so you can feel those muscles attached with the base of the skull getting stretched. Breathing nicely, inhaling and exhaling. And now from here, extend the right leg out to the side and bring the left foot to touch the inner thigh of your right leg. So you don't have to have that right leg super wide open yet, but let's have your right hand to your right shin, rotate the left shoulder back, sweep the left arm up and over, flex the elbow, and again, another lateral stretch. Relax the head towards your right shoulder. Keep pressing through the left hip and keep moving your left elbow back. And slowly return back through center. Rotate the chest. So now the chest and the belly are going to go over your right thigh. Hands either side of your right leg. Lift the chest and then exhale. Flex the elbows. Fold over to right thigh. Hold and breathe. Inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and switch the legs. Right foot comes in, left leg extended to the side. First, we're going to place the left hand to your left shin, rotate the right shoulder back, so find the opening in the front. Right arm up and over, and then fall over to the side. Relax your neck. And as you press through the back line of your left leg, and you keep your right hip down, the right elbow shoulder moves back. And slowly inhale, back through center, rotating the chest. So now both hands either side of your left leg. Flex the elbows, relax the head and the chest over to your left thigh. Take a moment and breathe there. Long and steady, full and relaxed. Nice stretch. It's a lateral stretch from side. And slowly inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, bend both knees, and then drop the legs to one side. Have your blanket or your pillow or whatever you use to protect your kneecaps, please. We're going to have the knees wide as the hips and the wrists right under the shoulders. And we're going to have the toes tucked. So from here, we're going to move the hips to the heels to stretch the sole of the feet. Relax the forehead towards the floor. Make sure your forearms and elbows are down so you're not holding tension in the shoulders. And just stretch the sole of the feet here. And then slowly return back to tabletop, placing the top of the feet flat on the mat. With the next inhale, we're going to drop the belly into the cow. Exhale, round the spine, belly in, move the hips to the heels, child's pose. Inhale, back to table, drop the belly, open the chest, cow. Round the spine all the way down to Balasana, child's pose, forearms, elbows down, forehead down. Inhale, back to table, drop the belly, open the chest. Rounding the spine, exhale all the air out, back to child's pose. One more. Inhale, moving to table, drop the belly, open the heart, look forward. Round the spine, belly in, and all the way down to Balasana, holding and breathing here. And gently return all the way to tabletop. From here, extend the right leg back and up, flex the knee, cross it over your left thigh, and then move the hips halfway down. You should feel the stretch in the IT band on your right hip. Return back to table, extend the right leg back and up, flex, cross it over, move the hips halfway down. Again, back to table, right leg goes back and up, flex, cross it over, walk your hands now closer to your knees to drop the hips as far as you can, holding in position. This kind of modification of Gomukhasana, but instead of having the spine upright, we are folding over to your left side. Try to keep both hips even. In other words, you're not moving more to one side. You keep both hips level there. And I can feel the stretch in the outside of my right hip. Breathe through this. Hold and nice. Inhaling and exhaling. Sinking deeper if you can. It could be a little bit challenging for knees. But from here, we're going to move back to tabletop position and do the crossing of the leg. Place your right knee under right hip, left knee under your left hip. Tabletop position, extend your left leg back and up, flex the knee, cross it over, move the hips halfway down first. Inhale to table, getting ready to hip. Left leg up, flex, cross it over, move the hips halfway down. One more, back to table, left leg back and up, flex, cross it over, halfway down. Now we're going to go to tabletop, extend, flex, cross it over, walk the hands closer to your knees to sink the hips towards the heels. Try to relax your neck, crown of the hip pointing towards the floor. And again, checking in if both hips are leveled here. Relax your neck. Use your breath. And you should feel the work here on the left side and your left hip. And lift the head. Moving to table, extend your left leg back and up to undo the crossing. Left knee under your left hip, right knee under the right hip. Round the spine, move the hips down to Balasana, elbows, forearms down, child's pose. Relax and breathe. And slowly come into kneeling position, please. So I'm going to be facing my screen. Extend the right leg out to the side. So your right heel should be in line with your left knee. And then flex your right knee and move the hips to the right. And with your right hand, gently press and open the right knee out. Relax shoulders and just hold it there. Just feel the nice opening here in the thigh, inner thigh, the groin. Now extend the right leg and then move the spine to the right. And just you can hip, if you like, you can place your left hand in your left shoulder, or you can keep the arm down by your left hip, whatever you like. So a little bit more stretch in the inner thigh. And then slowly back through center. Now let's work that foot somewhere in between the right side, when you're open the right side and the front of the hip. Flex your right knee and then move the hip towards in that angle. Just breathe and maybe guide the right knee slightly out if you can. And let go. Right knee under the right hip. Extend the left leg out so your left heel is in line with your right knee. And we're going to flex the knee and move the hips to the left. Just guide the left knee slightly out so you feel that opening there. And then extend your left leg and move the spine to the left. You can keep the arm down, or you can have your right hand over your right shoulder and just keep moving the spine to the left as you stretch the inner thigh, your left leg. Again, we're doing this nice lateral stretch on the right side of your torso. Back through center. Walk the left foot somewhere in between the front and the side. Place your left hand on your left knee. Move the hip to the left. And just move gently. Guide that left knee out. Shoulders back and down. And feel the breath. And release, let go. Place your left knee under your left hip and then fall forward. Child's pose with the arms down by your sides, softening shoulders, elbows. Relax and open in between the shoulder blades. Feel the breath. And then slowly move the arms forward. Let's all find to tabletop. Tucking the toes under to press to downward dog. Straighten the legs and bend one knee at a time. Keep the chin into the chest, shoulders back and down. And just lengthen the spine. As you press through the palms, you guide the hips higher to create a space in between each vertebrae. Draw the chin in and then slowly both heels down, walking the hands towards the feet, taking the blanket or the cushion if you have in the blanket. So we're holding from the opposite elbows. Relax your neck, crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Relax and breathe. And then lower the hands down, bend your knees and sink the hips. And then slowly straighten the legs and move the hips up. Flex the knees, sink the hips. Keep the chin in. Straighten both legs, hips lifting. Flex the knee, drop the hips, stretching the back line of both legs. Inhale, straighten, also stretching the lower back. Flex the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten the legs. One more. Exhale, flex and drop the hips. Inhale, straighten, and then slowly rounding the spine, gently find our way all the way up, shoulders up, back and down, shoulders up, back and down. One more. Up, back and down, hands to the heart and back to the breath. Equal weight in both feet. Lifting from the arches, slightly engaging the quads, dropping the tailbone down, belly goes in, and then lower the hands down by your side, palm facing back, and reach through the fingertips so you drop the shoulders back and down, belly in, move the hips back and lower the spine halfway down to 90-degree angle. From here, engage the core, lift the spine all the way up, arms in T position, palm facing down, move the spine halfway down, engage the core. Inhale, lift the chest, bring the arms up and overhead, palms facing to each other. Move the spine halfway down. Engage those muscles, reach through the fingertips, and then fall forward, relax the hands down towards the floor. Heavy arms, heavy head, come all the way up to standing, shoulders up, back and down. Arms, hands down by your hips, facing back. Engage the core and move the hips back and reach to the crown of the head and guiding the shoulder blades into each other. Engage the belly, lift the spine, come all the way up to standing, Samastiti, arms to the side in T. Engage the core, move halfway down as you exhale with breath control. And activate the core, inhale, come all the way up, arms overhead, palms facing to each other, reaching through the fingertips, move the hips back, halfway down. Slowly lower all the way down towards the floor, relax the spine, and coming up, heavy arms, heavy head, all the way up to standing. Shoulders up, back and down. Last round, arms down by your side, fingertips towards the floor, shoulders back and down. Inhale, exhale, move and lower halfway down. Engage the muscles of the core, don't drop the head. Activate the core, come back through center, arms into T. Exhale, move the hips back, now neutral neck. Engage the core, back up all the way, arms overhead. And let's move last one, reaching through the fingertips, hold them halfway down. And exhale all the way down towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, come all the way up to standing, shoulders up, back and down, hands back to the heart, and return to your breathing pattern. With the next exhale, relax the arms down by your side. And let's turn the left foot out in an angle and one step forward with the right foot. Remember that step should be enough so in one step you can come back and one step you can go back. So you're not too far forward or too close to your back foot. Flex your right knee and find your 90-degree angle on your right knee. So you're not over flexing and your left leg should be extended behind you. So the arms over, up and overhead. Welcome to Varadasana 1, Warrior 1. And from here, lower the hands down by your hips, palm facing back, and lower the spine halfway down. Activate the core, lift the chest, shoulders back and down, arms in T position. Same thing. Lower the spine with exhale, halfway down. Engage the core to lift the spine back to center, arms overhead. Now reaching with the spine and the fingertips all the way down. Lower the hands down towards the floor, rounding the spine, come all the way up, shoulders back and down. Arms down by your side, palm facing back, knee bent. Inhale, exhale, halfway down. Inhale, engage the core back through center, arms in T. Exhale, move the spine halfway down. Activate the core back through center, arms overhead, palms facing to each other. Last one, exhale, halfway down. Relax the hands down towards the floor, rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, come all the way up. Shoulders back and down, one step back, Samastiti. Have your feet equally under your hips with the weight equally distributed. Checking in with the breath. We're going to repeat the same sequence, opposite leg. So turning the right foot out in an angle, one step forward, adjust your hips, adjust your shoulders, flex your left knee, arms overhead. Welcome, warrior one. Lower the arms down by your side, palm facing back, shoulders back and down. Engage, exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, lift the spine, come all the way up, arms in T position, Vimanasana. Lower the spine halfway down. Activate the core, lift the torso, bring the arms overhead, palms facing to each other, and then lower halfway down. And then hands down towards the floor, rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, come all the way up to standing. Arms down by your side, palm facing back. Inhale, exhale to lower. Activate, inhale up, arms in T. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, activate the core, bring the arms overhead, palms facing to each other, reaching through the fingertips, lower halfway down, and all the way down. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, come all the way up, shoulders back and down, one step back, Samastiti. Hands to the heart, breathing in and out. Arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Pull the belly in. Nice long spine. Lower the palms down towards the floor. Nod your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And walking the hands to the front to downward dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Wrist wide as your shoulders, feet wide as your hips. Take a nice inhale. Your left leg goes back and up. Flex your left knee and step forward. Bring the left foot in between your hands. This is high lunge or runner stretch. Keep your right heel off the mat and exhale, drop the right knee down. Inhale, right knee comes up and press through the heel. Exhale, flex and lower the knee down. Inhale, lift the knee, press through the heel. Exhale, lower the knee all the way down, top of the right foot down, sweep down forward and up, reaching through the fingertips, and then lower the hands to your left thigh. Iliopsoas, stretch elbows by your rib cage, hold in position, and breathing here through the nose. Deep exhale through the nose. Both hands down, straighten your left leg, move the hips back, hamstring stretch to release any tension in your lower back. This is a good thing to do, to stretch your hamstrings, the back of your knee. Nice, easy breathing. And flexing your left knee, move the chest forward, tuck the toes under your back foot, high lunge again, step back to downward dog. Chin into the chest, shoulders back and down. Now the right leg goes back and up. Flex your right knee and step forward, high lunge. Let's begin with lower your, to keep the toes tucked, lower your left knee down. Inhale, lift and press with the heel. Exhale, lower your left knee down. Inhale, lift and press with the heel. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift and press. Lower the left knee down, top of the foot flat, hamstrings, iliopsoas stretch. Both hands to your right thigh, moving the pelvis and the hips to the front. Hold and breathe as you open your left hip flexor. Both hands either side of your right foot, straighten the leg, move the hips back. This is our last hamstring stretch. Keep the chin in, both hips even. Deep breath. Flex your right knee, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, rounding the spine. Let's all find a way to child's pose. Take a moment. Now let's come to table and then drop. In my case, I'm going to go on my right side and placing the right elbow under the right shoulder, forearm parallel to the mat, and then both legs extended. Now, top leg, flex, cross it over. We're going to activate the muscles on the side of the right hip and the waist. Activate and lift off the mat, holding position. You can have your left arm pointing up to the sky if it feels right for you or not. Just see what works for you, holding and breathe. And gently drop the hips, drop the hand, straighten the top leg and roll over to your belly for a Sphinx pose. So your elbows will be under your shoulders and their arms parallel to the mat. So lift the chest. We're not dropping, we're like keeping holding in position. Shoulders back and down. And invite you to close your eyes and visualize your lower back muscles. And just notice that holding in this position, they need to stay strong and activated all the time. The moment we soften, the spine drops. So just keep activating those muscles, breathing in and out. And then slowly lower the chest, elbows out. Make a pillow with your hands. Have your feet the way they are. And we're going to inhale. Lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower left leg down. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, goes down. Left leg goes up. Exhale, down. Right leg goes up and down. Left leg goes up and down. Right leg goes up and down. Hands under the shoulders. We're going to press to lift the chest, bend the knees, counterbalance the back bend, child's pose. Rest your lower back, relax your neck. And lift the head, lift the chest. Now I'm going to go on my left side this time. So placing the left elbow under the shoulder, forearm parallel to the mat. Both legs first are extended, but then you flex your top leg. And when you're ready, engage those muscles, the outside of your left hip, and lift up towards the sky. And keep moving the hip up, breathing nicely here. Couple more breaths. And then release all the way down. Rotate it again to a Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, forearms parallel to the mat, and we are pressing the hips and the pelvis against the floor, activating lumbar spine muscles. Lift and hold. Close your eyes. Back to your breath. And then gently release all the way down. Elbows out, make it pillows with your hands. Hands pressing through the hips and pelvis. And we're going to inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, lower down. Keep your left straight. Right leg goes up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left leg goes up and down. Right leg goes up and down. Inhale, left leg goes up and down. One more. Right leg goes up and down. Hands under the shoulders to press, to lift the chest. Bend the knees, child's pose. Relax your lower back. Hold and breathe. And lift the head, lift the chest. And let's come now to the front of the mat. So have your blanket or your pillow. We're going to come from the front of the mat down towards the floor. So with the feet wide as your hips, chin into the chest, engage the core gently. One vertebra at a time, we go down towards the mat. Knees bent, slide the heels under both knees. Have your feet wide as your hips, chin in, arms down by your side. So we're going to work on two ways of doing bridge pose. One is going to be moving up and down, activating again the muscles of the spine. But then we're going to do a restorative bridge. So for that, you're going to have your block handy. So inhale, press through the feet, lift into high bridge. Exhale, lower your bridge down, 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 down. Inhale, press and lift into high bridge. Exhale, release down. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and lower. Inhale, up. Grab your block, and I'm going to give you option number one, which is on the block level 1 on your sacrum, not your lower back. Or option number 2, lifting the pelvis higher and placing the lower 2 on your sacrum and just hold in position. Arms out in T position with the palm facing up. Hold and breathe. And as you are holding here in your restorative bridge, make sure you are softening the inner thighs, the muscles of your glutes, the muscles of your quads and your hamstring. Everything feels soft. You're just hanging out here and your restorative bridge. If you're on level 2, like I am, just pick up the pelvis and let's meet everybody in level 1. Make sure the block is in your sacrum, not in your lumbar spine. Hold in position, even more. And then from here, everybody bring the legs up to the sky and flex and point, 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 flex and point. Relax your feet, relax your quads, your knees, your ankles, your feet. Gently, kind of like bend your knees so your knees are not straight. Just have some moment of relaxation here with your legs. Now flexing both knees, slowly lower the feet down towards the floor. Keep them wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis and the hips to remove the block from underneath you. Lower the spine down and hug yourself as you bring the thighs into your chest. And you can rock from side to side. You can hold in position. And just make sure your lower back is nice and long here. And you give yourself a massage if you're rocking from side to side. And then slowly come back through center, arms to the side in T position. Guide the knees away from your chest. So 90-degree angle, your heels are in line with your knees and your knees in line with your hips. We're going to rotate to the left as you exhale, going into a twist, holding in the twist. Just hold and breathe. Slowly bring both legs back and let's twist to the opposite side to holding position. This is our last twist. We work the spine today in all different planes, in flexion, extension, twisting, lateral bend, and stretching. So we took care of our spine today. That was the goal of this practice. Strengthening the muscles and at the same time having some stretch. And gently release, let go, back through center, hug yourself again and just stretch. Lower the feet down with the knees bent. Let's do a little bridge here to align your spine nicely here. We want to have the spine in line and then lower your bridge down, walking the feet wide as the mat, arms in T. Let's do our last windshield wiper movement, sun movement to the hips, to the head, to the neck, to the legs, just moving from side to side. It feels nice. And gently, let's return back to neutral position. Straighten the right leg to the right corner of the mat. Straighten your left leg to the left corner of the mat. Flex the feet. Bring the arms somewhere in between your hips and shoulders and make a fist with your hands, with your fingers, and engage the glutes, engage the muscle of your hips, engage the quads. Keep flexing the feet, engage everything. Bring the muscles of your face all to your nose. So you are bringing everything to the center of the body. Take a deep inhale. Let go everything. Any muscle, all the muscles release. Take a deep inhale and sigh out. Bien. One last. Close your lips and you are now in your final pose. This is Shavasana. This is where we're going to do our best to bring a full relaxation to the body. We're going to surrender to the pose, fighting any urge of doing something different than resting and releasing tension of the muscles of the body. Being aware of all the joints, softening and releasing tendons and ligaments. Going from the outer layers of the body, such your skin, deeper into the fascia, going into the muscles, all the joints, giving space to all different organs inside of the body. Visualizing the blood rushing in through veins and arteries, reaching all corners in the body. It's time of letting go, resting, giving the body to receive the benefits of the practice. Gently begin to bring the attention back to the breath. Move your neck and head gently from side to side. Wiggle toes and fingers. Arms overhead to find space again in between each vertebrae. Pointing the toes, reaching through the fingertips. Take a nice inhale here. And as you flex your knees, you exhale, hug yourself, roll over to one side. Don't rush and just hold on that position, on fetal position for a few more rounds of breath. And the head comes last. So please find your way as you sit comfortably. If you need your spine to get support, please use the wall or use a chair to sit on. We're going to work with alternative breathing today. So palms open, flex index and middle fingers into your palm. The thumb and the ring fingers, they stay free because we're going to use these to close and open, close and open. All right, I'm going to guide you for maybe 2 or 3 rounds. And then when you get the pattern, then you jump in, or if you got a pattern right away, you can jump in right away. So we're going to begin by fully pressing the right nostril so there's no air coming in and out from that, and partially open the left nostril. So with that little space or little room to inhale, we're going to inhale through the nose, left nostril. Fully close left and exhale through the right. inhale through the right. Fully close right, partially open left, exhale through the left. Keep right close, open, inhale left. Fully close left, partially open right, exhale through the right. Keep left close, partially open right, inhale through the right. Fully close right, partially open left, exhale through the left. And keep working at your own rhythm. And lower your right hand down. Return back to your regular breathing pattern through both nostrils. And then guiding both hands close to your heart center, Nanjali Mudra. And taking a moment here to notice the state of your mind and to notice how your body feels after this hour of movement, engaging, stretching. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And we'll have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating in our minds, in our hearts. And we'll have sweet, peaceful words to keep offering to everyone, everywhere, all the time. And may our actions always, always be inspired by love, sweetness, peace, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And I thank you all very much for being here today with me practicing yoga. Namaskara. And thank you.